New York City Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted on 5 federal charges.
That's right. You watch this unfold live today on CBS News 24/7, and those charges include bribery, wire fraud, and soliciting illegal foreign campaign donations. The indictment was unsealed just hours ago. The Democrat is alleged to have received illegal campaign contributions from the government of Turkey. Mayor Adams spoke to reporters shortly after the indictment was made public and denies any wrongdoing.
It's an unfortunate day, and it's a painful day. But inside of all of that, it's a day where we will finally reveal why for 10 months I have gone through this. And I look forward to defending myself and defending the people of this city.
U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, Damian Williams, outlined the charges earlier today, and he alleged that Adams's conduct went on and actually began years earlier.
Year after year after year, he kept the public in the dark. He told the public he received no gifts, even though he was secretly being showered with them. We allege that Adams accepted these benefits knowing that they were given to him because of his position. And in exchange for some of those improper benefits, he intervened in the New York City Fire Department's inspection process for a building owned and operated by the Turkish government, allowing it to open even though it had not passed the fire inspection.
I have this new information for you. Judge Dale Ho has been randomly assigned this case. President Biden appointed the former ACLU director to the bench. The Senate confirmed him last year. Senate Majority Leader and New York Senator Chuck Schumer pushed for his nomination.
For more on this, Anna Schecter joined us here in Studio 57. She is a CBS News senior coordinating producer for crime and public safety. Anna, you have been poring over the documents. We should note again that there is a presumption of innocence until proven guilty. Walk us through the charges. How serious are these allegations?
Well, they are all very serious. You have 5 charges, and it reads as a narrative going back to 2016, even earlier 2015, when he was the Brooklyn Borough president, developing relationships with people close to the Turkish government. And over time, you read this narrative of this flow of not just campaign donations, illegal campaign donations to his mayoral campaign, but also flights to Turkey, flights to France, elsewhere in the world, upgrades, suites, expensive suites in Istanbul, for example. And all of this, they were working him with the expectation that they would get something in return. And what they were getting was that consulate building and that quick crunch time decision to approve this building, even though it hadn't passed the fire inspection.
Now, what was fascinating about watching this unfold live this morning is we didn't know if the indictment would be sealed or unsealed. It's right here. It's unsealed. We can pour through the details. It's very specific. Mayor Adams spoke to the press and gave a general denial, saying he didn't, take money. He did not violate campaign finance laws. And yet he's not appeared in a courtroom to do so. We don't know if that trial, I think, will even happen or begin today. Do we know if he will be arrested? He is the sitting mayor of the country's largest city. So how is this expected to play out?
We're in this weird limbo, but we do expect to see him appear in court early next week. That's what our sources are telling us. And so we expect to see him. You saw him earlier today in front of Gracie Mansion at that presser. And we had a team down there, down in front of the federal courthouse building. But he never showed up today. His lawyer said he has not been arrested and he will vigorously fight these charges. He painted himself as a victim of, as a target. Was the term that he used. And he says that all of these allegations are false, despite the fact that there is lengthy details. Receipts, exactly. Adding up to $123,000 in perks, travel perks, and then the huge number, $10 million in public funds that prosecutors allege went to his campaign while he was running for mayor.
And so now he is also faced with a question of whether or not he stays in office, because this is a huge behemoth that he is potentially fighting with these allegations against him, and a major job running the biggest city in America. So if he chooses to stay in the job and doesn't resign, there is also the possibility, though, that the governor of the state of New York, Governor Hochul, could choose to say, I think that New York needs the full focus of somebody else. Talk to us about what that process might look like. What are the considerations for removing the governor if he chooses not to resign?
That's a great question. And so far, Governor Hochul has not given us any indication of what she is going to do. She and Mayor Adams have been allies in the past. She is the one person who could make that move and put him out of office. He has made no indication that he would. There are a couple of hoops that she has to jump through that she could. She has to present this, and then it's up to her. She has a lot of power here. But it remains to be seen if she will. He says he can continue to run the city. In fact, even before the indictment dropped, in the weeks before, there have been rumors swirling. There have been, stories, people resigning, people's homes searched, phones seized. And he continued to say, nothing to see here, and I'm going to continue running the city, and I can do it, no problem. And he said that again this morning, even after he was indicted.
All right, Anna Schecter. Big story. Thank you.
Thanks, Anna.